You are wired to be unhappy. All of us are. In this video, I'll quickly explain why we're wired to be unhappy and then share a way to reverse this wiring in just 2 minutes. This is the only kind of hack I've ever found in 20 years of meditating. So let's get to it. First of all, there's evolution. Our DNA is about 70% identical to a worm. And a worm is basically just a feeding tube, a mouth in the front, a butt in the back. Food goes in, it gets processed, there's satisfaction briefly, then hunger returns. The worms that got dissatisfied quickly went looking for more food. They survived, they reproduced. The satisfied worms, they didn't. Same thing with humans. Early humans made a kill, they ate, they felt satisfied, and then the ones who became dissatisfied more quickly, they went out hunting again. They survived more, they reproduced more. Over time, evolution favored dissatisfaction. So today, dissatisfaction is in our DNA. It's our wiring. No matter what we consume, food, experiences, achievements, satisfaction never lasts. The mind works in the same way. It wants to get the next experience. We get that experience. We feel good for a moment. Then the dissatisfaction comes right back. This is hardwired. And I want to be very clear here. There is nothing you can do to fundamentally change this mechanism. I've meditated for over 10,000 hours, and that mechanism hasn't gone away. This is what the Buddha meant by life is suffering. External circumstances can never fully satisfy us. Yet all day long, we keep checking our phones, scrolling, refreshing, because the system is searching for something it can't find. That's the program. The average person in modern society triggers a fight or flight response 8 to 15 times a day with no real danger. There's no threat of a lion attack, no death threats happening all day, just emails, texts, notifications, bills, and each time the amygdala, the stress center of the brain, hijacks all the brain's energy to put towards pure survival. Muscles clench up, the mind is degraded to a low-functioning survival state. The effect this has on our bodies is that we're constantly on high alert all day and operating with very low brain function. When you sit still for just 2 minutes, that energy completely reroutes. New highways form towards areas of the brain responsible for focus, creativity, and deep learning. And this happens immediately. Studies show that just 2 minutes a day of meditation of any kind profoundly changes the way the brain functions. And all kinds of meditations were measured and had similar results on the brain, from breath awareness to gazing, which is just staring at a wall. 2 minutes of staring at a wall measurably changes the brain. That's how powerful stillness is. This isn't even meditation or some fancy exercise. This is just from staring at a wall. Which is why when I talk about meditation, I often don't recommend using music or guided meditations or breathing techniques. And those can all help. And if they work for you, great. But they can still be a kind of stimulation. And really, all we need is a break from all the stimulation, from doing things, from trying to satisfy the unsatisfiable part of ourselves. What's most powerful in my experience is doing nothing. Sit still, comfortably, no fidgeting, just 2 minutes a day. That's it. It will change your life. 20 minutes is great. And if you're already sitting for lengthy periods of time, awesome. But that's a hard commitment for most people. Let's be honest. We're already so busy with life and on our phones. I know I am. So let's start simple. We're just sacrificing one doom scroll a day to actually make all our other doom scrolls much more enjoyable. When we pause for a moment, we interrupt the continuously dissatisfied DNA. We actually find real satisfaction, which is unconditional. There is this space created when we realize we don't have to fully believe that the impulses of the dissatisfied one are going to make us happy, even as it keeps searching. Please let me know how this goes for you and anything else you're experiencing in the comments. Don't be a stranger, and thanks for being here.